What's up, everyone? Part one of an 11-part series. I had to divide it up. 409 graded cards. Had to divide them up somewhat logically. This is from last year. $12 a card. Arrived March 24th, 2021. Entered May 3rd. Check this out. Entered May 3rd. Due June 7th, 2021. Put due dates on those things. Maybe not a good idea. Moved into grading February 20th, 2022. Assembly June 21st. QA1, you see here June 25th. QA2, July 10th. Popped email shipped on July 18th. I've actually been sitting on these for quite some time because I was working on another project that kept me busy until just a few days ago. So what I did here, we got my Sam Vincent legendary card for some mojo, like it matters. What I did was divided everything up. This first stack here is supposed to be 50 Michael Jordan 1990 Skyboxes, 50 of them, 50. I did a ton of Peyton and Sean Kemp as well. Got some baseball, some football, nothing super high end. Like I said, 11 parts, but 409 card order. It looks like there may be, is there 3 or 4 in here? Can't tell if there's 3 or 4, so let's take a look. And this stack of Jordans was a few short. So that's why, oh, they're not all, okay, so Jordan, and Sean Kemp. These were all pack pooled by myself. So pack pooled. I'm the only one who touched these cards. This Kemp looks a little thin on the bottom border anyway, so it looks like it might have been a 9. Good thing they didn't grade it. Let me take a look at these Jordans real quick. This first one, centering wise anyway, looks good. This one may be a little thin on the bottom. This one too. They're down to 18 bucks a card now. Got the Halloween lights in the background there. What I'm going to do is, with some of the cards I've gotten back recently that were 9s that I thought maybe should have been 10s, may resub them. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just chilling. I'm waiting to see if the market's going to drop lower. Things are dropping. Wax, not so much, but singles prices are in the shitter. Graded cards are in the shitter. Watching Extreme Card Breaks video from local card shows. Looks like foot traffic's down there. So I'm waiting to see, because we've already seen kind of the grading price wars. Will there be another drop? 18's pretty cheap. Remember, these were at 12. Will we see 15? Will we see 12? Saw PSA do a $15 special on TCG. Actually was going to come out and shoot this yesterday, and it just started pouring rain when I was going to do it. I'll weave some of that video into here, but 50 of these, well, actually 47. Let's get going. With these, just hoping they're mostly 10s and 9s. At the time when I was doing this, and I'll put some, I don't have any charts, of course, from back then. I don't use market movers anymore, but at the time I submitted these Jordans, the 10s were about $700 to $750. The 9s, I want to say, were going for about $150, and then the 8s even were doing like 60 or 70. So anything I had that I thought was a 10 or a 9, I threw it in here. $5,000 for this 409 card order. So at that price, if you had Jordans going off at about 700, you'd figure about 7, we'll say 8, would have got you broke even after fees and taxes and all of that stuff. So 8, not a good start. Should I take that personal?
That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
10. Like I said, I'm good as long as most of these are 10s or 9s. Probably see more 9s than anything. 10. I have to move this stack out of here a little bit. There's a 10. 10. Obviously the market's fallen a lot on everything. Are things a good deal now? Are things going lower? I don't know. I'm kind of just chilling myself. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm just kind of chilling because I can foresee it. It's when you live close to an airport. I can foresee a situation where the market keeps dropping. Get a 9. Make a stack of 9s over here, and then 10s over here. 9. know if this is on the card and I just didn't notice it. This little black spot there. See, the 10 doesn't have that. It's not on the holder. Centering looks fine. Let me look at the other 9. Other 9 has it too. Right there. We'll examine other 9s that come out, see if they have it. It's a 9 here. Centering is probably the issue on this one. Like I said, anything that was a 10 or a 9, I was just throwing out there. Different time, of course. You can't say what if, because you know they were promised in June. But as I said, you could have been raking little wins all day long, like ECB says. Send a card in for 12 bucks, sell it for 150 bucks. You'll take that all day long, right? It's another 9. Our 9 stack's getting pretty big. I think we're on a 9er binge here. I didn't do a preview like I usually do. This was one of the last orders to go out. What happened when they announced that price increase was I went ahead and I generated an order, and I was even estimating. Some stuff you'll see later in other videos. I just kind of threw in whatever I could at that price. Obviously, you're trying to pick the better players. Yeah, we were tearing up the 9s, but yeah, I didn't have time when I was getting this order out to do a submission preview. I mean, can you imagine? There's a 10. Can you imagine trying to do a 409 card submission preview? Another 9, another 9. So far everything's good. I mean, more 10s would be great, but as I said, as long as we're looking at 10s and 9s, I'm good. Currently the 10s are in the 175 to 225 range, and the 9s actually are barely breaking even or scraping a little bit of profit out there. 9s are going for in the 22 to 27-ish range. There's a 10, 9, 8. It's only our second 8. Another 9. Yeah, some of these 9s that look well centered, maybe they'll get stashed away for another time and resubbed. So we had the 8, there's a 9, there's another 10, 9. Start making a little 9 stack over here too. 9, 9, 9, 9. And there were a lot. I mean, I opened numerous boxes of this stuff. I don't even know how many I opened. I want to say I opened 50, 60, 70 boxes of this stuff. I was opening a ton of this stuff. This was back before things started to get really hot. So I was getting these for 30 bucks a box or so. But overall on this stuff, even if everything's sold, given what I paid for it, grading fees, obviously we have to see what the Peyton and the Kemp cards look like, but it's probably break even if you're lucky. There's another 8, so that's 4 8s so far. There's another 8, it's 5. There's another 10, 9. My guess on this last card, 9. 9, okay. So all told, out of the 47, remember it was 50 minus the 3 that weren't graded. We had the 5 10s there, and then these other 5 10s. So 10 out of 47, 10 out of 50 would have been great to make the math easy. So 10 out of 47. We had 5 8s. That would mean there are 32 9s. So 32 out of 47 of the cards were 9s, but all but 5 were 10s and 9s. That's what I said. That's what we were hoping for, is mostly 10s and 9s. Obviously at the time, this would have been huge money. Now, not so much. If you were shooting for 10s and 9s when you were submitting and you came back basically just a shade under 90% at 10s and 9s, then you'd be happy with that. So that's what I got for this video. No variety, kind of ho-hum, a little boring seeing the same card over and over again. I'm sure the grader felt the same way. So I've got to shoot 10 other videos. We'll see if it happens today. Sean Kemp and Gary Payton lots are up next, and then we get some variety. Thanks for watching, everybody. Part 1, 10 more to go.
Go ahead.
PSA